Hey nerds! Not gonna be much to talk about today. You have 5 days until what's gonna be the biggest Tempest trial of your life, but anyways, there is a new banner today that just ended just as threatened defense, or whatever it was with Ephraim and Perry. And now we're into what I like to call, come get your brave bow. Come get your brave bow! Also your Effie, I guess, if you really are into that. So yeah, new summoning focus today. And of course there's new daily training tower quests, which, let's go see what those are real quick, because I don't know, I have a distinct feeling it's going to be what it was before, which was nothing. So anyways, daily quests. Oh, yep. Cool. You're giving us crystals and some other stuff. And there's Arena Assault again. Story quests that September quests that I don't remember doing. So yeah, I mean, nothing too crazy, but nothing that amazing either. Yeah. Alright, so let's talk about the current banner right now that's up here. And, well, it's a very interesting one. I'm not really sure why we have Hawkeye here. It kind of reminds me of how, technically, I mean, when you think about it, there's a lot of odd things going on, considering that we have a Bound Hero battle that's coming up in like a day or two that's going to feature him, and that probably means he's going to be in it. But, I mean, Deathblow is a very unique ability and something that a lot of people love, so it's not a bad idea to roll on it. But mostly, there's two characters here that I feel are very interesting. Mostly because, well, why not? So let's talk about the details real quick, and then I'll summon a little bit and see what happens. So the three units that you can summon, of course, are Effie, Klein, and, well, Hawkeye. And Klein is a very good archer, if you decide to use him. I'm going to pull up his stats in my little folder here real quick. Now, with a lot of archers, it's a really odd one, but he does have Brave Bow from, well, start, so that's always fun. He also has, you know, at least his stats are pretty good for what he is. He actually has quite a lot of speed. If you do manage to get a boon in that, he can have 36 speed naturally, which means that that will negate a bit of the Brave Bow there, which is always a cool thing. He, of course, also has several other abilities that people love, in case you decide to roll for him, and that, of course, is Deathblow, and, of course, Quick Riposte. It says this is based on Deathblow. That's pretty cool. He is actually a very good archer if you decide to get him. If you are lacking any sort of archer, it's definitely a good time to roll for him. Or if you are, well, going for a Brave Bow, feel free to go for it. Seriously, there's no reason not to. This is like the second time that Klein has shown up. He's been in a Quick Riposte banner beforehand, and he's a good spot to get, well, Brave Bow or himself, because, well, yeah, he has a lot of great abilities that are just neat. Next up is the wall herself, the Army of One, that is Effie, and Effie is a terrifying unit. She's incredibly strong, and of course, has a lot going for her. To give you an idea, she has 40 attack naturally, meaning that, yeah, that's 40 attack without her weapon, by the way. So she is incredibly strong in that. She does not have very much speed, but that doesn't matter because she has Wary Fighter, which will allow her to negate any attacks that will double up on her as long as she's above a certain HP threshold. She has good defenses, somewhat resilient resistance. I mean, it's not too crazy or amazing, but, you know, it's good enough. And, of course, she also has Deathblow. Yay! Personally, Effie is a fantastic unit, and to get her at 5 stars is always something that is enjoyable and fun. She is your little wall, and she can definitely make any good Armor Emblem team. And if you happen to give her a Brave Lance, or whatever you want to call it, Brave Spear, blah 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 blah, she will, of course, naturally have, you know, 40 attack. On top of the Brave, that's ridiculous. She can really pump out a lot of damage with that. She can do a ton. She is a strange unit, and, you know, Deathblow is always the plus side. Now, The only really big weakness out of this one would probably be Hawkeye, and even then he has Killer Axe, which is cool, Deathblow, of course, and Threat and Attack. He also has Growing Light, or whatever it is, but really, as a unit, Hawkeye is this odd mixture. I mean, he doesn't have very much speed, which is a bit of a bummer, but he does have a lot of resistance for a infantry unit and quite a bit of defense, so he could technically be a bit of a beefy little infantry unit. His attack is 33 normally, with a neutral, that's of course not including his weapon, which means that by the end of it all, he's around 44 damage, which is cool. But probably as a unit, Hawkeye is the weakest of the bunch here. You could, of course, get some pretty nice weapons out of it, or some of his good passives, and since, you know, Deathblow is his natural, at least for him, he gets that at 5 stars, it's always, you know, you could give that up for something else as well. It's really up to you at this point, and it's really something, if you want to do it, by all means go for it. Desert Guardian Hawkeye. Probably not the strongest, and just so we're clear, none of these units, all of these units right here, they all appear at 4 stars as well. I just figured I'd throw that out. Like, we don't really have any 4-star exclusive unit. I mean, 5-star exclusive unit. All of them are 4 stars, so that means technically this banner has a bit of a lesser cost, or at least lesser goal to go for. But it does include some really valuable units that are extremely powerful if you do get them at 5 stars, and, you know, you could always transfer some of them. I know a lot of people are already foaming at the mouth because Brave Bow is up, you know, and available for free summoning. Hooray, Brave Bow Plus. So yeah, that's the basic gist of it, guys. Let's summon, shall we? Well, I mean, that's not much of a choice for me. I was hoping to get a colorless, but I guess we'll go with the blue and see what we get. That's neat. Oh well. Ah, dang. That's a cool 3-star I got. Oh, good, he even has his own little movie. Oh, man. That's just a whole kick in the butt. Oh, well, alright then. I need to clear out some of my allies here, as you can see. And I hope you guys have good luck on your pulls there if you do decide to go with this new banner. I specifically would be aiming for Klein myself, but, you know, that's just me. So anyways, have a good evening, guys. I'm going to be taking a bit of a day to myself. I took several days off of work for vacation because I had been stressed out completely, so yeah. It's going to be a fun few days for me, and I hope you guys all have a lovely day. See you soon.